Welcome to the Referrals panel. As a recruiter, we anticipate this is where you will spend the majority of your time. When one of your employees refers a friend and allows you to see it, it will be recorded here. On Mondays, we'll send an email that lists all of the referral activity from the previous week. That email will also tell you if a resume or an endorsement has been included with the referral. We consider it a best practice to never let more than a week go by without following up on your referrals. To do so, I would simply come here, click on the job name, and I can see a lot of information. The first one being referral progress. This bar will move across depending on the status of this candidate. Invited just means that Charles sent Samantha the invitation, but she has not yet viewed it. Once this changes to viewed, it means that Samantha has then seen that invitation. Applied, obviously, would be if she had applied and we are pushing her to the ATS application page. And then finally, if she was either hired or the job was closed. Here I can see contact information. Now, if this referral had been made via LinkedIn or Facebook, I would see the LinkedIn or Facebook link that would take me directly to Samantha's profile. I can see the endorsement. A hallmark of a very successful employee referral program is that employees receive feedback. We have created some templates that will allow you to follow up with your employees quickly. So even if it's telling them that the person's not a fit, or that you're reaching out, or asking for more information, we would recommend still corresponding with the employees as often as possible. I would also use the employees to gather information or to help you. So for example, if you are missing contact information, or if you're having a hard time setting up an interview, I would use the employees for that. All of these templates will populate a message that you can then further alter. Obviously, you can also delete the entire message and start from scratch. But let's say, for example, you are missing a phone number, you could simply ask the employee to send that to you. You will be paying them a reward. They're usually very, very willing to help you along the way. And when you get ready to close that candidate, if you have someone else in your corner, you're going to increase your chances greatly. You'll notice once you do that, that message is logged over here and that our contact attempts counter increased. This center section allows you to keep track of the contact attempts that you've made to the actual candidate. So if, for example, I had emailed Sam to try to set up an initial interview, I could simply click that in here and log the contact attempt. Again, that will be logged over here, and my counter goes up again. There are a few other action buttons that you'll see over here. The first one is the reassign button. This would be useful in the case where Charles had referred Samantha for the front-end developer position, but maybe Samantha is really a better mobile developer. I would simply click on the reassign button, find the position that she was the best fit for, and click reassign. You'll see that the requisition changes. This is important in two different cases. One would be, let's say that this director of mobile development had double the reward amount that the front-end developer position had. I would want to make sure that I was going to give Charles the right reward. Secondly, if there was a different recruiter working on that position, it would get Samantha in front of that recruiter. I can use the archive button to hide the referral from my view. Many of our most successful recruiters will use this heavily to keep organized. I can always bring the archived referrals back by checking the Show Archive Referrals box here. You'll also see an Apply and a Hire button. If you know the person has applied, or if you know that they were hired, it helps us if you'll click on the button and enter their information here. We will be looking for hires on the back end, but this is usually more immediate and more accurate. You'll also notice a referral link here. This is actually the same link that Charles sent to Samantha. So for example, if you had tracked Samantha down, so let's say a couple weeks after this invitation had been sent, and she had lost or had never seen the invitation that Charles had sent her, you can simply copy and paste this link in a message to Sam. It will be sure to keep Samantha linked with Charles in our system. Pay particular attention to the referrals with resumes. You can assume that if the resume is present, that the candidate is interested in the position, and treat them like an active candidate. By simply clicking here, you can see that you can download the resume and put that into your ATS. Additional actions that you can take on this page are to download your referral activity in Excel format or to add a referral. You would use this in the case where someone had just handed you a paper resume or emailed it to you. One option is to send them to your employee referrals link and have them enter that information themselves. But a second option is to simply click this button, select the job that the person would be the best fit for, put in the employee's name and the referral information. This just allows us to keep track and make sure that your employee will get the reward if that person is hired.